everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Temple's been relentless in the pursuit of a conference championship. The journey has taken them through the meat grinder, the mid-portion of the schedule, and now just a few steps away if they can just reach out and grab that prize. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
We're in the Sunshine State. Raymond James Stadium will play host for this exciting college football encounter. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. He sends this one deep.
What up, people?
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. He goes down at the 20-yard line. Perfectly run option keeper.
Not what you'd expect when you prepare all week to defend the option. But then again, give this offense some credit. These guys aren't exactly the scout team.
Instead of 10. Makes it to the 5. Nice game for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
They go with the runner. He's taken down behind the line.
You know, as a running back, you've got to get upfield north and south. That time, he just seemed to wait and kind of delay his reaction and just got to be able to make a read, get upfield as quickly as possible. In college football, especially up in the NFL, the more you're dancing around waiting for a big play.
Touchdown, Owls. And he converts the extra point. A quick freeze.
Checking out action now in Chestnut Hill. And for Wood, he hit the century mark. More than 100 yards passing. The Eagles fly home with the win. 27-21. Game. The Buckeyes were ranked 18th. They hope this victory will push them even higher. And for Michigan State, they've dropped 2 straight. The Buckeyes take it by 6.
All right, thanks a lot, Reese. Graham has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 24-yard. The Bulls have a player that's up for national awards. It's all speculation right now. You can talk about awards after you win them. He's got to worry about playing this football game. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. From their own 24-yard line, it's second down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Ready?
Alert read on that play. He didn't have too much time to react to that pass.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. He's at the 40. At 30. Tackle right around the 18-yard line.
I just can't start off a game.
From the 18-yard line. First down. Temple is up by a touchdown. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Personal foul.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Diving.
Defense.
Tackle.
Temple's got a guy behind center that can really do it all, Herbie. I mean, he's a dual threat. He can hurt you with his feet and his arm. With this guy, it's PYP. Pick your poison. First and goal from the 3. They're knocking on the door. Touchdown, Temple. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A quick two-play, 12-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown. The score now, 14-0. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. Their last drive ended with an interception. We're about to find out what the defense can do this time.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Fires out quickly to the tailback, and they make the stop at the 29. That makes it 2nd and 6. From their own 29-yard line, second down. And he's immediately tackled.
He is such a target, really anywhere on the field. But they like to get him the ball in short to medium range situations.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. That makes it 2nd and 10. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Pass complete and taken down immediately. Here's the pass, broken up.
Here's the case of a quarterback so eager to make a play that he fails to see the danger of that attempt and nearly gave the ball away.
Right in the middle of the field. The lines of bat.
McFarland, the return man. around the corner. He takes it to 12. Steps out of bounds around the 26-yard line. The Owls really could have overlooked this team today, I think, very easily, but they haven't done that so far.
No, you can't take anybody too lightly, and they've obviously not done that. They come out of the gate today and really putting a lot of points up on the board.
Well, the guy chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back up. Shakes off a tackle. He's tackled at the 45.
That's good for 18 yards. First down.
Oh, it almost picked off.
Hey, this guy's got to forget about the drop. Remember, he was in good position to make a play.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. Good outside run there.
That's good for 7 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Fires incomplete. He was looking for the tight end.
So I've installed 20 twice and the video board's still out.
Richard got a chance to angle it away from the punt returner here. Punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. The offense takes the field again. They were forced to punt their last time out.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
And he's tackled at the 37. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled it here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
With it.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. He's taken down.
That brings us 2nd and 9.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Receiver's got the 1st down, and he's taken down around the 9-yard line. So the completion goes for about 5 yards and a 1st down.
And I like the decision the quarterback made on this play. He didn't try to force a deep pass. Instead, he just threw a little dump-off pass that was good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. Quick throw. Tackle made around the 41-yard line.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man for good yardage.
Flings it right.
Intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
So it's 3rd down, and they got about 2 yards to go. McPherson on the handoff. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
I don't think he got anything on that.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Here they come. And he's tackled right away.
Quarterbacks just love this scenario. He had his man one-on-one on a corner route versus man coverage, and you just saw it. It results in an easy first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 18. Good tackle there in space. Tenth play of the drive. Quick throw to brought down at the 3-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
They're at the 3. 2nd down. Defense stacked in tight here. Down. And he adds the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Checking in at Colorado Springs. The Cowboys pull it out by 4.
That's good stuff, Reese. Thank you. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. You know they'd like to do something a little more than they did on their last drive when they had to punt the ball away. Temple is up a score. And he hits him hard at the 26-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Taken down as he works the left for a nice game.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
After one, game's still pretty close. 14-7, Temple. And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2. He's pushed out of bounds. 33-yard line.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
Jordan is the deep man awaiting the return. Jordan takes it at the 33. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Wants to go long and done.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 40-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll bring him down at the 48. Hit immediately.
Not a safe pass at all. Really tight coverage and not a lot of room. At the receiver with going after that one and hanging on.
From the 27-yard line, it's first down. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. Inside the 10, and down he goes, right around the 2-yard line. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does. And he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
Looks to his tight end, and he can't hang on.
Thomas was the intended receiver on the play. That is a second and goal.
It's second and goal. All on the 2.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Ready?
Fires quickly to the tight end. He's got it. Touchdown. They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And it's the PAT. A 6-play, 60-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient at throwing the ball.
Excellent kick. You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays. Makes it out to about the 39.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play. That makes it first and 10.
Caught, and he's hit immediately. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Quit gripping a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're giving away 3 yards and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
From the 38-yard line. First down. They try the right side. Heading for the corner. Knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down.
And it looks like they might be bringing some pressure here. Inside the 10. Gets out to around the 6.
Gain of 21 yards. That makes it first and goal.
He goes out of bounds around the 2-yard line. 4 yards on that play.
He got just a little bit of separation from the defender, and that was enough room for him to make the catch.
Touchdown, Owls. Temple with a 6-point lead. And he takes on the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 10. He makes it to the 15-yard line. The offense was able to punch it in the end zone on that last drive. They'll come back out looking for more of the same.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receiver. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together. And to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play caller.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28. He's taken down around the 44-yard line. And for Walter, his receiving yardage totals all season have been off the charts.
Over the course of an entire year, you're going to take some shots when you catch as many passes as he does. But he's always been able to bounce back for more yards.
5 wide. Pulls it in, and that's a first down. Tackle at the 41-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 41. Fires it quickly. And they make the stop about the 15-yard line. Quick strike, tight end, and that's a touchdown. Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. He splits the uprights with the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield.
Boy, the two offensive coordinators have to be loving this. In fact, you can look over at our booth next to us and see how much they're enjoying it with the big smile on their face. The defensive coordinators, on the other hand, might be looking for a pink slip on Monday. And I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there where they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
He fights forward to about the 36.
Rumbling right into it.
First down.
Got an opening. He's tackled at the 44.
That makes it 1st and 10.
That's a great tackle. 4 or 5 yard line. A loss on tackle because he couldn't pass those middle linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed it.
And he keeps the ball for a nice gain.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards.
Nearly intercepted.
You know, as a defender, anytime you're not going to have a chance to get to the quarterback, one of the things all defensive coaches try to teach their defense is to get your hands up and try to knock the football away. And that time, that's exactly what they did to set up this 4th down.
So they're going to go for it here. Looking for his man, incomplete. Unable to convert on 4th down, and the ball changes hands. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. Take him down.
He has one job on passing situations, get to the quarterback, and he did that job very, very well on that play.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He gets sacked on the play.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
3rd and long now after the sack.
Yo, what up, dog?
He's going to air it long. Can't connect. Thomas was the intended receiver on that pass. And they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
Apparently I need some help.
McFarland is back to receive. He really got a hold of that one. Got the corner. McFarland fields at 37. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line. Well, Herbie, if nothing else, we're keeping Reese Davis busy because the updates are coming from our game.
Yeah, and the good thing about so many updates is Pollock doesn't have any room to talk because all it is Reese and these highlights.
You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays. He scrambled. And he's taken down at the 36.
Gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Caught, open field. He steps out right around the 32-yard line.
1st down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32. Throws it to the outside. And he stays in bounds to make the catch.
That makes it 1st and goal.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
Check 99.
Almost intercepted.
This is a very well-coached defense. They know to get their hands up in the air and to try to knock down passes.
Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. Fires in there, got it, touchdown. makes the PAT. Graham is lined up to kick this one off. He just drills this one. He's to the 10. He's to the 20. Across the 30. Across midfield. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Big play. The extra point to tie this game up. And he converts the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
Got it. Brought down immediately.
Why we pull face mask, dude? Why?
Personal foul.
Why are we doing this?
Face mask. Defense.
Concentration lapse right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
From their own 47-yard line. First down. Around. Tackle made around the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't pick up the first down, but he saw that no one was open, so he made the right decision to tuck it and run.
Now he tries to buy some time. And they got it. He's going right. Hauls it in as he's pushed out of bounds.
First down.
From the 28-yard line, it's first down.
Let's go, Stan! Make some noise! 98 Weasel! Motion 98!
There's a strike complete. Touchdown, Temple! And he adds the extra point. They're probably just going to squib this kick. I don't think they want to see the return man create lightning before halftime. He sends this one deep. He's to the 10. Gets out to about the 15-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just one or two plays. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Wants to go long and does. He got it! And he's tackled at about the 47-yard line. The offensive coordinators definitely showed their wares in that first half. Temple's lead is a touchdown. All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. And he is drilled at the 37-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Looks to his receiver for first down. And down he goes around the 40-yard line. It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. They'll bring him down at the 37.
For those that come in.
Goes downtown. Doesn't get there.
Brad, look at the defensive coordinator down on the sideline. He's wiping his brow down there. They just caught a big break that time because the quarterback just overthrew the ball.
It's live video.
From the 37-yard line. 2nd down. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Just trying things out, man. Leave me alone.
Brought down around the 12-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 12. He gets out to about the 12-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
This is the 9th play of this drive. Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he tacks on the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. You don't want to squander any possessions, but maybe now's the right time to dip into your bag of tricks a little. Think about some gadget plays to catch the defense napping. He's wrapped up for the sack. They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. And they make the stop at the 31-yard line. Under heavy pressure. Rifles it left.
Nothing clicking there. Let's see if they can make a few adjustments before their next series.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Richard to punt. Gets to about the 44-yard line. Now, what a game it's been for this quarterback, Kirk.
Well, it's been fun to watch him because he's doing everything you want to see in a quarterback. He's making the right read. He's getting the ball out of his hands on time, and it's giving his receivers a chance to make the play and get upfield. And, you know, the thing that's really standing out to me is the way he's putting the ball on the money. He has to have one of the more accurate arms I've seen all of this year. And you can see almost every throw he's made, he's put it right where only his guy can make the catch, and then he's getting upfield for big yards.
From the 43-yard line. 1st down. Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's taken down around the 36-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Catches it, but he steps out. He would have been better off letting that one go.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. Dangerous throw. This one's picked off. And he tackles him hard at the 36-yard line. And he probably should never have thrown that ball.
When your receivers are covered like that, sometimes as a quarterback, it's better to just take the sack than take your chances with a throw.
Circle.
Handoff. Brought down quickly.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
He takes it right side for a good game.
That's good for 4 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
To the screen here, and the halfback's got it.
Miller makes the catch. That's a gain of 9 on the play. 1st down.
He's tackled around the 41-yard line. Not sure what the flag is about here. Let's go down to the field and find out.
Clipping. Offense.
That one's going to put him way
Still
back.
first
You
down.
just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
So it's 1st down and an eternity. Scott's got it on the quick throw. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Loss of 2.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
He's on the run.
Christmas.
And he's level at the 50-yard line.
That'll make it 39.
Go. Plus, man.
And he hits him hard at the 23.
That's good for a gain of 27 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
It's dumb.
And he's taken down right around the 20.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Again with the run. Nice run to the outside.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Makes it to the 12-yard line. A player down, and his teammates obviously worried after that play. From the 12-yard line, 1st down. Now he's scrambling. They bring the quarterback down.
That's a loss of 6 yards. That'll make it
The Owls running back down there on the sideline. He was injured earlier. He means a lot to this offense, but I think he's going to be able to come back in. Looks like he's ready to go. And so we've reached the end of quarter number 3 here with 1 quarter to go. We're all tied up. Back to the action here. Tight ball game in the 4th quarter. Just throws this one away.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
Zone, but here we are.
The defense gets their 4th chance to make a stop here on 3rd down. Wow, a big stop there early in the 4th quarter. And the way this game has been played and how tight it's been, every defensive stop will be huge. It's up, and it is good. They line up to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He finally goes down at the 42-yard line. Their last drive ended with an interception. We're about to find out what the defense can do this time.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially. He'll learn he doesn't always need to use his cannon. Sometimes precision is more important than power.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Tackle at about the 33-yard line. To the left. He's at the 20. He's knocked out of bounds at the 11. First and 10. Ball on the 11. Looks for the tight end, but they can't hook up.
Thomas was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Watch 48. Watch 48. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
And he can't get away from the pressure.
A loss of 10 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
And now they're faced with another 3rd and long as they try to convert and move those chains again. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. Touchdown, and that puts them on top. And he converts the extra point. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Time's running short here, so let's see what plays out.
Well, the defense has a chance here to put this game out of reach. It's going to come down to this last drive here. Over 2 minutes to go. It's a one-possession game, and if the defense can come up with a stop, more than likely this game is over, and the defense can secure a victory.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Tackle made at about the 23-yard line. From their own 23-yard line, it's 2nd down. Scrambling around, and he's tackled around 27-yard line. Henry gets about 4 yards in the play. As a man, he'll lose big yards. They couldn't get anything to work, and it will be 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th and 13.
Jordan, the return man. Tackle made at midfield.
You're always looking for the home run return, the big highlight. Didn't happen there, but he still got him a couple yards.
The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
As you can bet, this defense made some adjustments on the sideline, though. I don't know if they can stop the passing attack, but they need to.
Defense, the ball comes out.
Boy, you've got a chance here to build on your lead, or at the very least, chew up some clock. The last thing you can afford to do is turn the football over. They were very fortunate.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. He's going to go for the home run. Caught by the sophomore. And down he goes at the 8. They'll bring him down at the yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
He really did a nice job of anticipating the run and making the play on the ball carrier.
From the 8-yard line, it's second down. Less than 3 minutes in the game. He tackles him for a loss.
Williamson tackles him for a loss at the 10-yard line. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. That brings us 4th and goal.
Temple will take their first time out of the half. It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. Kicks away, and it's good. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Excellent kick. The Owls have played poorly all day long. That really doesn't matter right now.
They played sloppy. They're not going to be happy when they go back and look at the film on Monday. But with all that being said, they still have a chance to win this game. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is trying to get that W.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Quick throw. Brought down at the 32-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Just over 2 minutes in the game. And they got him for a loss. He's under some heat. And he's going to come up with a sack.
That makes it 4th and goal.
So they're going to go for it here. Grabs it. He might go the distance. Inside the 30. Spectacular play, and now it's 1st and goal.
Crossing makes the tackle. That makes it 1st and goal.
And he is drilled at the 4. Temple's going to have to use 2nd time out of the half.
It's never good for a back's confidence to get tackled for a loss. But this guy knows that he's got to just keep at it, and the holes will start to open up.
From the 4-yard line. 2nd down. Puts on a move. Touchdown. Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he hits the PAT. Late in the fourth quarter, and with that score, we are now tied. And the way things are going, we might be going for an extra session or two. Walter already has one kick return that went for a touchdown. Let's see if they kick it to him again. He really got a hold of that kick. Man, hang on to your hats, folks, because both these offenses are in gear right now.
Well, the way these guys are executing right now, it could come down to just which defense can come up with one stop.
Late in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game, and poise is what it's all about here. Who's going to have it and who won't?
Under a minute left in the game.
That's a great tackle at the 16.
That is a loss of 9 on the play.
The Bulls will use their first time out of the half. So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. 5 wide. He's taken down at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 29 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
He's under pressure. Now he tries to buy some time. He gets rid of this one.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Defense goes with the extra defensive backs, and the offense comes up 5 wide. Caught with room to work. And they make the stop at the 43-yard line.
First down.
Fires out to his receiver. He tackled at the 31. They come out in an empty backfield. Complete, but he can't shake the defense. That reception good for 7 yards.
This is good timing here between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Recognizing the soft coverage from the defensive back, the quarterback puts the ball right on the money for a nice gain.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. He makes it out to the 23-yard line.
Called a gain of yards.
The Bulls using their 3rd and last time out. This is the 8th play of this drive.
The kick is up.
Yes, he made it, and this one is over. And that gives them the lead.
I know that I call kickers head cases, but this kid isn't one. It's like he doesn't even feel the pressure.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks a short line drive. Thompson fields at the 29. He's tackled at the 40.
Not sure what the flag is about here. Let's go down to the field and find out.
Clipping. Receiving team.
Dub.
That penalty is
Keep
declined.
hope alive, baby. Keep hope alive.
So this one's final. Very well played by both teams today. 48-45.
Temple 45.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Street, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.